Okay, so I just downloaded Portal RTX, so I'm going to see if this wants to destroy my PC. I guess for context, I am currently running a Ryzen 7 3000 series. I don't know the exact one off the top of my head. 64 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 3200 millihertz, and then RTX 3060. So on paper, my PC should be able to run this. In practice, I have no idea if it's actually going to be able to. Okay, the aspect ratio is all fucked. Or maybe? Oof, stuttering sound is not a good sign. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, oh no. Okay, options. Audio. Let's turn this way down. Okay, that's a little better. Let's see, video. 1080p, widescreen. Okay, so this is all still running on source 1, I think. Okay, you know what? I'm not even sure what I need to change. Let's just see what happens. Okay, new game. Uh, yeah, sure. Let's see how this wants to run. Let's see if it wants to destroy my PC. Oh no. Ooh, the frame rate's not looking too good. Oh no. So, I guess graphically it looks good, but like, I'm not getting a lot of frames out of that. Yeah, 'cause, like the game looks really good, it just doesn't run very well on my machine, and that's entirely because of the way, or like the parts that I have. Like if I was running like a 3080 or a 3090, then I'd be getting much better performance. And I do plan on upgrading to a Ryzen 9 processor at some point. So maybe that'll give me some kind of performance improvement. I'm gonna mess with settings and see if there is anything else that I can change. Switching the shaders didn't seem to make a difference. I'm just gonna switch that to medium. It won't let me adjust the texture detail. Okay, so we're gonna try Portal with RTX again. I got my Ryzen 9 processor in here. And since stuff like RTX is entirely like graphics card oriented, I'm not expecting this to make any like drastic change. Like if anything, it might improve. Oh, I thought I saved, but okay, whatever. We'll just load in and see how it runs. I mean, frame rate's not as high as I'd like it to be, but like it's more responsive this time, I suppose.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Por favor, ¿por dónde? Stand back.
Oh, there's a
The
QR.
portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Hold on, there's a QR code at the bottom of this. I want to see what that is. Oh, it's a QR code for Black Mesa, the fan remake of Half-Life. I mean, I already own that, but interesting. Yeah, so like options, video. And that doesn't need advanced. Put that on medium. Okay. Yeah, I'm like. Okay, yeah, the game's actually running fairly well. Like, I'm not getting the super high refresh rate that
Excellent.
I'd like, but the game
This
is
will see you
running.
into the chamber lock after completing each test.
Yeah, like the game.
First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the aperture science weighted storage cube.
Yeah. Anyway, the game is actually like running now, so jumping up to a Ryzen 9 actually did make a noticeable difference. Like that's good. Like I'm not getting the full refresh rate I would like again, but it's running somewhat smoothly, and that's good to say. Yeah, and like you can kind of see like some artifacting. I don't even know if that's the proper term, but like, I guess if I were, hold on, it was like Alt X or something. Yeah, user graphic settings. So what I can do here. So what if I just put it on low? Lows. Oh. You know, just like that, now the game's running at like 120 frames a second. So that looks a lot smoother. And yet it still looks really good. Like, it's not... I take it back. Here, Alt X. Let's put that on like... medium. Yeah, and it's like... As you kind of step up, it gets a little bit better and better. Alt X. Ultra. Okay, so putting it on Ultra, that's what causes it to run really bad. So we'll put it on, like, high. Let's see, is there any other settings I can change? Motion blur, off, yeah. Custom. Super resolution, we'll leave that alone. Balanced? Maybe performance. Okay, so yeah, like, as I kind of mess with the settings, like, I'm still getting a lot of what makes the RTX look good in the first place, but it's just not as good, which I still chuck that up to, this is definitely this is a kind of game that wants you to play with, like, 4K and all that, but, like, you know, it doesn't look bad when I adjust the settings like that, but it does improve performance by quite a bit. And I'm still getting a lot of like what makes the RTX look good. It's just not as good as it could be, you know? Who is messaging me? Oh, shaking. But I love that screen effect. Like, it really makes it look like, you know, it's an actual screen. Oh, loading. And I'm not gonna play through the whole game.
Very well. The workday is the perfect time to have her tested.
So, okay, like, you can see, like, the light beam reflections on, like, the actual portal gun, like, in that center area where there's, like, that glass. Like, you can see it, and even, like, the little smaller circle at the top of the portal gun. Like, you can, like, that looks so good. I mean, granted, like, I'm only playing at 1080p. Like, again, this would look so much better if I was running at 4K. Let's see, is there anything else I can change in here? Yeah, like, I'm not getting as high of a texture quality. It's like, I have texture quality on high, and then if I change it to low... Oh, Okay. Or maybe these changes here only apply when I restart the app. So you know what? What I'll do is I will save the game in here, and then what I will do is I will quit and I will restart the game. My computer is going maximum overdrive right now. But now I will restart the game to see if any noticeable changes are made. But yeah, like there aren't any noticeable changes with that. Ooh, this room looks good.
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.
And like you can kind of see some grain in there, but like in normal Portal, these like wall panels would have just looked really flat, or maybe not flat, but they wouldn't have looked like this. Like these look like they actually have depth to them. But if you like go up and like look at it or like this, you can see that it doesn't come off the wall at all. But like the lighting makes it look like it is coming off the wall. That's so like it's just lighting that's doing that. Like you could make the most simple geometry in the game and just give it a good texture, and make sure that light reacts to that texture in a specific way, and then all of a sudden you've added so much depth to a cube, a six-sided shape, and you didn't have to do anything.
Are required on almost.
Alrighty. Yeah, and again, I'm not gonna play through the whole game. Like, you can tell when some effects are a bit outdated, like that electricity effect right there. But for the most part, like, the game translates to RTX really well. Like, this is obviously just one glorified tech demo to show off the new 40 series stuff. I'm using a 30 series card, and it's running it fine-ish. They may have also released a few updates since I last played it, because I remember a lot of people complained about how poorly optimized the game was when it first came out, but
Please note that we have added.
Like, I guess the reflections look pretty good on
Very
that.
impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
And like the grates also have their own. Like, this does look good, and I know a lot of people didn't like the fact that the game wasn't optimized very well, but at the same time, like, guys, this is literally a tech demo. Like, the whole point of this is not to give you a new Portal experience, it's to show off what an RTX 4090 is able to do. Like, that's the whole point of something like this.
The Enrichment Center.
Yeah, and like, the low-res textures do kind of ruin it a little bit, but like, the way the light is reflecting off of it still looks good. So like, ignoring the actual texture quality, like, it still looks good. I'm not gonna shit on this because I know I don't have the best graphics card to be able to really show this off, but like, this is just cool. I think ray tracing is cool, and eventually we will get to a point to where we can just kind of take it for granted, because like, technology is just gonna keep advancing, and graphics cards are gonna become so good, and they're gonna get cheaper, hopefully. But yeah, like, graphics cards will hopefully be getting cheaper. The technology is going to keep advancing, and eventually it's going to get to a point to where ray tracing is just like a standard feature in the lowest end graphics cards, and like, most games will be able to look like this, if not better.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not. Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Okay, that's probably where I'm gonna end it though, because again, I'm not gonna play through this whole game, and I know it's not like a particularly long game, but I don't want to sit here all day and play through Portal. If I do finish it, it'll probably be on my own time, but I don't know. It's just a neat little thing, and the fact that it's able to run. Granted, I adjusted some settings, but like the fact that it's able to run this smoothly while also running OBS is pretty good. I mean, it also might have to do with the fact that I've got 64 gigabytes of RAM. But, you know, what are you going to do? Anyway, that's Portal RTX. Hope you guys enjoyed that.